be right by your side. You can count on me. I won't leave you behind. If you're feeling low, I'll be right by your side. Know that it will be. Know that it will be. Know that it will be just fine. If I can find the words to alleviate your sorrows, you can count on me. You never have to worry. If life is keeping you down, can't solve it with a frown. Know that it will be. Know that it will be. Know that it will be just fine. As you look up, there's sunshine to brighten up every cloud in the sky. As you look through a rainbow, your wish may come true like the flowers in bloom. If you need a friend, I'll be right by your side. You can count on me. I won't leave you behind. If you're feeling low, I'll be right by your side. Know that it will be. Know that it will be. Know that it will be just fine. Just fine.
Now, as the day's beginning, I dream of evening spent with you. I listen to every little whisper as we walk together side by side. And now, as the sun is setting, I'd like to spend an hour or two listening to every little secret as we walk together side by side. When the music fades at nightfall, the moon slowly reappears. I turn que c'est beau le boléro quand il commence sur les flots. On se balance et le tempo commence à peine qu'on sent le son qui monte au cerveau. Ce que c'est beau le boléro quand il me chante te quiero. Je danse et glisse sur son dos, il me balance et je pars en Espagne en solo. Quand il avance mon boléro, quand il se lance sur ma peau, quand il m'enlace sans lasso, je m'abandonne au drap du torero. Je suis son taureau et la reine, vois comme ces vaches les amours chiennes. Car au moment où mon héros s'avance, je lui transperce son égo. Ce que c'est beau le boléro quand il commence sur les flots. On se balance et le tempo commence à peine qu'on sent le sang qui monte au cerveau. Ce que c'est beau le boléro quand il me chante te quiero. Je danse et glisse sur son dos, il me balance et je pars en Espagne en solo. Quand il avance mon boléro, quand il se lance sur ma peau, quand il m'enlace sans lasso, je m'abandonne au drap du torero. Je suis son taureau et la reine, vois comme ces vaches les amours chiennes. Car au moment où mon héros s'avance, je lui transperce son égo.
Hello, and welcome to the Friday stream. Normally on these Friday streams, we like to have Suris on and teach him some stuff, but as some of y'all may know, Suris is taking a little bit of a break, and we thought in the meantime, we're going to teach his next twos partner. This person doesn't know that they're going to be his twos partner, but we'll teach him. On that note, though, we do have to get some housekeeping, some general Brawlhalla news out of the way. So, first and foremost, Winter Championship is starting tomorrow. Because Winter Championship is starting tomorrow, it's the first esports event of the year. That's going to be your opportunity to earn those esports viewership awards. Again, that's that golden hammer, the esports colors, that avatar. It's going to be going for 3 weeks. Again, brawlhalla.com/esports, brawlhalla.com/schedule for all that information. But the esports director wanted me to let y'all know, if you are participating in the Winter Championship, to come early. We are doing pre-check-ins for the Winter Championship. There may or may not be some leniency if this is your first time experiencing it and you show up right when the bell starts, but for those of you who are paying attention, those of you who are here, those of you who are on our social medias, you should know, come early, do the pre-check-in so that everything goes smoothly once the tournament starts. Second part of that is those of you in the Brawlhalla universe might know that in Brawlhalla, there is an emote, the emote for Campaign 0, and we just wanted to let y'all know that so far the community has raised $46,020 for Campaign 0 with the Solidarity emote. And we want to give you all a huge thank you, as that is an amazing thing that y'all have done. And if you want to learn more about Campaign 0 and their mission to end police brutality, go to www.joincampaign0.org. Okay, that is most of the housekeeping out of the way. Now, the big question, I'm sure people were seeing the title of the stream, who is going to be the new student? Who is going to be Suris's partner? Well, many of you likely haven't seen this person, but you might have heard them. Remix, do you want to give them a hello?
3, 2, 1. Welcome to Brawlhalla, the dev stream. Hey.
That's
I'm
right.
so happy to be here.
Thank you, Remix. Remix is our new. He's going to be the new student. We've got the Brawlhalla announcer as the next student for Brawlhalla. Real quick, obviously, you do a little bit more than just say welcome to Brawlhalla for 8 hours a day. What do you do? Who are you? Why should people kind of know about you?
I'm the audio director for Brawlhalla. Very proud to say that. I officially came on in August, but back in 2014 is when I did the, welcome to Brawlhalla and all the other lines. And I actually wrote the theme music and all the level music back then. And so now I'm the audio director and working with the sound designers that make all the sounds for the game and everything.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so I've been told that one of the reasons we wanted to have you on is because you're a little bit green in just generally playing Brawlhalla. You've done a lot for the audio, obviously, but you're a little bit green in terms of playing. Can you let me know a little bit about your experience? Have you played ranked? Have you done anything competitively?
Not competitively. I've played 1v1s just to get in and, test stuff out, play each character a little bit, but it's mostly been behind the scenes, going through the files, seeing and looking at all the audio stuff. So
okay.
Yeah, I need to get better. I need to be able to compete.
Have you played any ranked at all? Like, do you know roughly your skill level?
You know what? I don't even know. I don't even know how to check. So there's your answer.
Okay, so no.
My skill level in the UI apparently is low. So
Okay. Well, we'll teach you some menuing, maybe go over some controls. Again, today is kind of a basics to kind of get your feet into this pool of Brawlhalla and get you a little bit more practiced so that maybe you can, in your spare time, just play on your own, of course, grinding that battle pass. A lot of people, I just want to let you know, because I don't think you have Twitch chat open, are very excited to have you on. They love what you're doing. They're calling you the GOAT, which stands for the greatest of all time. Yes. And some people are saying say the lines, but they don't know, there's like a lot of lines. So
right. 3. How's that? That was one.
Yeah, there's one. Tell them to say the thing. Okay, I'll let you decide what the thing is, but chat wants you to say the thing.
Brawl. That starts every match. The thing. Online.
They're eating it up. They love all of it.
Cool.
Okay, I was given some more time. I was half expecting chat to really want you to say some specific stuff, maybe like someone's name. But I think we're good. Let's just get into it. We're gonna get into the game. I'll let you see my menuing so that you kind of can know what we're doing, and you can hold this room. So you can just look at the screen cool. I'm sending you. Just saying, say it. All right, we're gonna go over here.
Transition.
Nice. Of course, this is a custom lobby, which you were telling me before we started. You've literally never been in a custom lobby before. So I guess we got to start from the very, very basics of just I've opened up Brawlhalla for the first time. I downloaded it on console or Steam, and this is where I'm at. So I'm gonna hop in here. You immediately come in, and you'll see something like this. Play is all of the quote-unquote casual game modes. They're all unrated. So you have your free-for-all, your strikeout, friendly 2v2, which you can queue solo or with a friend, and that'll put you in a match against 2 other people, and that's 2v2s without team damage. This is experimental 1v1 where you can try out whatever our next test features are in. So when we were messing with like gravity cancel or the smoke trail effect when you launch someone, things like that, that's where you'll see experimental 1v1. A lot of people use it as like just an unranked 1v1. And then there's strikeout 1v1, which is like a standard 1v1, but you each get 3 characters, and then when you get a character knocked out, then you use a different character until all 3 of your characters get knocked out. Free for all, pretty standard. 4 people go in, just keep beating each other up. Whoever has the most knockouts at the end usually wins, unless they were knocking themselves out as well. Ranked is where I'm going to start sending you, probably not today, but that's where we can start finding your ranking. You go to ranked 1v1. There's also ranked 2v2, of course, but you have to have a teammate to queue with that. This is the battle pass. That's just, you can find out everything you need to know about the battle pass, whatever your missions are, your about, things like that. And then custom, that's where we were. I created the room, but obviously you were able to join through here. Also, now that you and I are Steam friends, you can go to your Steam friends list and wait, why am I not finding you? Are you invisible? You might be. But you can like click and you can join or invite or things like that off of your Steam friends list. So that's a great place to learn or to join off of people. And then here's your Brawl of the Week, Jotun Winter Brawl. Of course, that new game mode, which I haven't actually gotten to play. But Jotun Winter Brawl right there, or Jotun. And then you can do offline if you don't have internet. That's where you can go to training mode. You can do just a tournament against the bots. Do some of our very, very basic tutorials. And then there's Couch Party where you can just play local or play against some bots as well. And then Meet the Legends is information, so you can learn about your legends. And then you have your store page as well if you feel like spending some mammoth coins. Ignore how many I had. Any questions, I guess?
Nope. I've spent most of my time in the training room.
Yeah.
So whatever hours I've logged, yeah, I'm in there.
That's good. I mean, I don't think you're doing what I would be doing in the training room, but that's technically good. Having a lot of experience with the training room. We might have to spend a day just like showing all the things you can do in the training room, because I'm sure, like I said, like the things you're doing in there are probably like related to like, how does this thing sound? Whereas the things I'm doing there is like, what are the dodge frames of this?
Right.
All right. Here's your inventory. If you have things unlocked, of course, you can change your avatars here. You can change your titles, et cetera, et cetera. Store again, battle pass again. These do effectively the same thing. What's nice about these is if you're in a game, so like let me just create a custom lobby real quick. I can still go to the store page from there, or the battle pass page from there, as opposed to having to go back to the main menu. So that's what's cool. Here's your notifications. These are your daily missions, and you'll also see if someone invites you in your daily missions. So like here again, you're not online for me, but if I invited you from here, that's where you'd see it. Your friends list, that's where you can see all your friends who are online currently. This is your clan information. I don't think you're in a clan currently. Here's just everyone in that current game mode. Here's a bunch of settings stuff. There's a lot of information. I don't know if we want to go through all of it, but there are some stuff that I'm going to probably go over with you. But now, are you still in that same room?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna join that.
Custom.
Sorry, chat. I know some of y'all know all of this, I'm sure, but considering Remix doesn't know any of this, I think it's good information. Okay. Do you mind hopping out and then hopping back in? And then you'll have to do the room number again. In the meantime, it's for Remix. That's right. Also, I'm sure there's a lot of people, like if you have a friend who's like, hey, you've been trying to get your friend to play for the longest time, and you're like, all right, they finally downloaded it. You can show them this, and then it goes over most of the things that they'll need to know. That's the goal here, is for brand new people, much like Remix. Also, yeah, I decided to try to dress like a professor today. That was my goal, is I wanted to look all teachery for Remix.
All right. Mission accomplished.
All right. We're going to do some setting stuff just specifically for this one. Normally, I'll have you do like a 3 live match, but we're going to do some specific stuff for this one. We're going to put just a body in here. Whoopsies. Okay. Characters don't matter. Okay, let's lock in. Let's get into it, and then we'll just get into a lobby, and we'll go over something like the basics of how to play. Because I'm sure you have an idea of like buttons do things, but maybe not a full fleshed out idea. Let's go to Mammoth Fortress. Oh. All right, it's fine. We can do it on Fangwild.
I actually need to turn down my audio in game.
Yeah, I can kind of hear it.
Yeah.
But it's okay. Chat, still wondering who Remix is. Remix he's the audio director for Brawlhalla. If you're hearing some weird audio stuff, it's because you're also hearing Remix do the audio, or the audio coming through Remix's mic as well.
So you're saying that maybe I'm not the best at the audio at this moment.
No, you're good at the audio that you hear, just not the audio that I hear. All right.
All right. Do you hear it? All right, cool.
No, yeah, we're good. Okay. So we're just this is just a lobby so that we can just beat each other up. This bot right here is just like, it's just a controller. So we can do whatever. But you know the basics already. I already see you. You're walking around, you're jumping, you're doing a little bit of hitting. But I'll just go over it again in case you've literally never touched it before. In this game, every legend gets 2 weapons, and some characters will also use the same weapon, but no 2 legends will share the same weapons. So you and I are both on Bodvar, despite the fact that we're on skins. So we both have sword and hammer, whereas Volkov, this dude dancing in the middle, he's got axe and scythe. You'll see other characters with hammer. You'll see other characters with sword. You'll see other characters with axe. You'll see other characters with scythe, but no 2 characters sharing the same weapons. So what's nice about this weapon system is that if you pick up a weapon, which is you do that by going over and just pressing the pickup key, you likely have light to pick up if you haven't messed with any of your controls. Am I right?
I have what to pick up? Sorry.
Have you messed with your in-game controls at all?
No, I have not.
Okay, great. Then that's a good thing to know. Okay, so you pick up a weapon, but you can each weapon will share the same light attack kit. So you have 3 basic directions to attack. You have your neutral, which you can do. You don't have to press any direction. You can press just the light attack button, which by default is J, or I believe C. Yeah. So you can try that right now if you wanted. Is just press the light attack button. There you go. That's a neutral light. And then side light is you press a horizontal direction, and then you press the light attack button. So you can also do a side light. Yep. Okay. And then down light, which is you press down on your key, and then you do that. All right. Now here's a question. I'm not entirely sure. You're also using keyboard, right?
That's correct.
All right. So press A and S at the same time, and then do your light attack. Okay, so you're going horizontal. If I do a diagonal down, I get a down attack. So that's also in the controls. And that's something that's going to be really useful later on. Okay. Last thing to note about this is when you get your weapons, that's when you get the signature kit. That's your heavy button stuff. So again, by default, that's going to be K or I believe X. Yeah, that's going to be K or X. And no legends will share the same signature kit despite having the same weapons. So hypothetically, if you were on Hattori and you still picked up a sword, which is a shared weapon, even if we both pressed the heavy button, that's your neutral signature, completely different signatures. So that's why they're called signatures, is because they're signature to the character. But you got the same principles. You have your neutral signature, side signature, and your down signature. And those are all unique to the legend. And it's all going to be unique to the weapon. So if I pick up the hammer, completely different signature kit. Unarmed is unified across all characters. So every character has the same down light. Every character has the same heavy button. It's just a neutral heavy button, side heavy button, down heavy button. It's going to be unified across all characters, so I can do the exact same thing. Whoopsies. With, let's see, Volkov, exact same unarmed kit. Okay, chat. Am I missing anything? Did I miss any of the like general basics of how to hit stuff? Yeah, I'm stating the obvious. Guess what? This is someone who's never played before. This is for people who've literally never played the game. If you already know, awesome. Teach me some stuff. Okay, throwing and air dodging. All right, cool. Let's get into that. Okay, so when you pick up a weapon, you can throw that weapon, of course. You have the 8 directions. So, of course, you're going to throw straight up, straight forward, and then at these diagonals. And that is done by pressing the H key. So you can probably go up, you can pick up any of the weapons that spawn, and you can try it yourself.
Sorry.
You're good, you're good. And then press the H key to throw it. There you go. By default, it'll throw straight forward, but you can do different directions based on like what directions you press, obviously. And then again, you have the same 8 directions. One thing to note about throws is it carries your character's momentum, which might be a really complex thought for you if you've not experienced this. But basically, like, so I'm going to just do an up throw, right? It goes straight up and down. But if I'm walking forward, it has that arc to it. And so
Okay.
that's how you'll get those like throws that go just over the corner as you do like a dash into that. Speaking of dashes, that's all done from your shift key. I think there's another way to, I think it's L, yeah. L by default as well for me. Is it, yeah, Z if you're an arrow keys and ZXC character. So those are all the default ways to do it. If you press nothing, then you just get a spot dodge. Those are going to be your longest dodges possible. But of course, it locks you in place. If you're grounded and you press a direction, that's how you get your dashes, right? So you dash around. Dashes are really nice because you can cancel them, right? So you can get some really quick attacks with your dashes. And then, of course, you can do like a dash jump, stuff like that, right? That's how you get a lot of movement. That's going to be really useful. And then lastly, if you dodge in the air, same thing as throws. You have the full 8 directions. So you can go up, you can go down, you can go diagonal down, anything like that. And then if you spot dodge in the air and then you press an attack button, that's how you can bring your grounded kit out in the air. So you can do like a gravity cancel neutral light. All right. You got to be a little bit faster.
Yeah. I'll get it.
So you play drums, right?
Yes.
You know what a flam is, right?
Mm-hmm.
So try flamming it. Flam your shift and then slightly delayed is your attack button.
So jump up, shift, and then attack right after.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I hear it. It almost seems like your keyboard has ghosting, which means that it won't accept multiple inputs all at once. Which is a potential problem. Either that or you're just particularly slow. You don't have to do a direction. So you can do just straight neutral just for the purposes of getting a gravity cancel.
All right, hold on a second.
You're okay. Take your time. There you go. You did it. You did it. All right, you have a dodge cooldown, which is why you couldn't do it twice in a row. But you did it. Okay.
Right.
Sick.
Got it.
No, do not feel embarrassed. Everybody starts here.
Oh no, I'm not embarrassed. I think I was hitting the wrong buttons.
Oh no. Okay. Well,
No. I got it now.
Okay.
Oop.
Okay. You got it. You figured it out. Look at that. That's
All
the
right.
secret, is pressing the right buttons. Okay.
Yeah.
Other than that, I didn't show off a lot of the air kit. Again, air light attacks for weapons are going to be unique, but it'll be unified for all those weapons. So hammer. Oh, whoopsies. Why am I pressing throw button? Sorry. So you have your side air, down air, neutral air again. Same kind of principles. If you picked up a sword and you were a different sword character, it would still be the same. Oh, I didn't change the timer. Then you have heavy button, recovery, and you have ground pound. If you do, okay, this shouldn't matter then, as long as we don't hit each other.
Right.
So if you do a horizontal input and the heavy button while you're in the air, you'll get a recovery in that direction. You'll see it more with some of these weapons have more movement in them. But like you can see, like I have a lot of horizontal direction with this sword recovery. Whereas if I just went straight up with it, then I can go straight vertical. So there's a lot of control.
So how are you doing that again? Then in the air at the move,
So you can try this yourself.
right?
Yeah. And then press like horizontal and then press the heavy button while you're in there.
Okay.
So like hold the horizontal as you do it. So you should be able to get a lot of movement in this. And all that is really, really useful. Again, you want to bring all these air kits together because I'm sure you've been in that state where you're like way off stage and you're like, how do I get back? And it's like you can do all these things. You have your recoveries, you have your dodge, and you can get back. You have a lot of movement here. Like I can dare down, still have stuff.
I did learn that one day when you went over it with Cirrus. I was watching the stream and I was like, okay, that's That's something I did not know, so that's super useful. But yeah, to know.
We'll probably go into like hyper detail on a lot of these things once we get more into it. Okay, what am I missing? Chat, what am I missing as far as general basics of the moves? We went over air kit, went over grounded kit, went over dashes and dodges. What am I missing? We got unarmed recovery. That's, yeah. Combos, chase dodges, ground pounds, exhaustion, wall touch. Thank you. Okay, wall touches. So I'm sure if you've played a lot of Brawlhalla, I'm sure chat maybe has experienced this more than you have, but you've had someone who comes over here and they're jumping like this. Oh, we timed out. But basically, when you're wall touching like that, the more that you wall touch, you'll start seeing those exclamation points come out. There's a certain number of times you can wall touch before those exclamation points come out. But, sorry. Let me go back again. But basically, once you hit 3 exclamation points, you don't get your jumps reset. Every time before that, when you touch the wall, all your jumps get reset. Let me actually, if you're going to do that, I'll play Hito. Here. Every time before that, your wall jumps will reset all of your wall touch will reset all your jumps and recoveries. It will not reset your dodge cooldown. That's a really technical thing, which we can get into later, because there's a lot of like nitty-gritty stuff that I don't think you need to know right now. But basically just know if you dodge and you touch the wall, you're going to be vulnerable. But you want to touch the wall because that's how you reset your jumps. So if you're ever like, I think this is a thing that a lot of people run into. It's like they'll be way out here and they're like, wait, how do I get back? And they're all trying to get back onto these platforms. Just know that like you can go way out here and then come back and you touch the wall and then you can go back out, you know?
Huh.
So that's just a thing to note, is you want to make sure you're touching those walls for that. I already forgot all the things I didn't teach. Oh, chase dodges and combos. Okay, now let's get into some of the more fun stuff, I guess. There's there's basically a lot of things that are going to be combo starters. So your most basic one is going to be your unarmed stuff, and so you have your downlight, right? That's going to be your combo starter, and basically there's a lot of different things you can do, but you just kind of know that there's downlight into jump nair. That's kind of a really common one to know for your unarmed kit.
All right.
And that's a true combo as opposed to a string. True combos mean the opponent can't dodge out of it, whereas a string means that there's an opportunity for the opponent to get out in some fashion if they have their dodge up. So that's just something that you'll like kind of get a better feel for the more that you play. But that is a very common, this right here is a very common combo, is downlight nair. And then there's downlight recovery. And I just realized that I'm using words that you don't understand. So let's go back a bit.
I'm trying to stay up.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I know it's a lot of information all at once, and I'm kind of just throwing it at you, and I'm like, hopefully you're retaining it.
Oh, good.
Okay. Real quick vocab lesson. Nair, dare, ser. Basically, the first letter is the direction. Neutral, down, or side. And then the second part is light attack in what space, I guess. So nair, dare, ser all have air at the end of it. So that means you're doing an air attack. And you're doing like a neutral input in the air. That's called a nair. Doing a side input in the air. That's a ser. Down input in the air. Dare. Same kind of principle for grounded. You have end light, side light, down light, and all of that is just grounded. Other than that, you have end sig, down sig, side sig, and that means you're doing the heavy button. And then there isn't really like neutral recovery, side recovery, just because it's all recovery. It's just where you're going with it. And then ground pound is just your heavy button and down in the air. So that's most of the core vocab. So that'll help you when we get into it where I'm like, all right, you're going to do D-light nair. You're like, okay, D-light nair. There's your combo. I'm going to ask you to actually just try that on this Jaehyun bot right now.
Again, I'm keeping up. I just keep repeating nair in my head.
All right.
Whoops.
So let me get this bot over here. So just do a downlight on its own on the bot.
All right.
All right. Now,
and then jump up and.
Yes, exactly like that, but much faster.
Don't give him time to breathe.
Yeah, exactly. You want to be quick about it.
Right.
All right, so I'll let you try. I'm in invulnerability frames. When a character
Right.
respawns, they're untouchable until they do something. So if they respawn and they immediately pick up a weapon or they attack, that takes away their invulnerability frames. That's just something.
This right here has been tough for me to get used to. Or I guess with a weapon, if you're right on top of somebody, you don't hit them.
It just depends. It's situational. Some moves work stacked, some don't.
I'm like, if this was a fight, this sword should be cutting this guy. But when I do a sig, it's like, okay, I got to get used to that. So
Okay.
missed.
Okay, you know what I think is happening?
What is
Is
it?
this is where we get into your controls. So press W on your keyboard right now.
It's funny. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So you have up to jump, which is fine if that's how you want to play. But
I use space to actually jump.
yeah. So
But you're saying, I see what you're saying.
so if you wanted to throw a weapon up right now, can you grab a weapon
Mm-hmm.
and then go on stage and then hold? I think let's try E and then press the weapon toss button.
E?
Okay. Yeah. So you don't have a way to aim up right now. So let's go into controls. You should see my screen currently, and
Right.
You can see what I generally run. This is like my default. Again, it's something that people can practice on their own. These are the things that I generally recommend. So first and foremost is turn off pickup with quick attack, because that one it makes it hard when you're stacked up on a weapon to hit your opponent, because then you're immediately picking up the weapon instead.
All right. So let's see here. What did you do? Oh, pick up with quick attack back
So that's
there.
down here.
All right.
Okay.
I see. Yeah, I did not know that, and that is checked for me.
Okay. Then we're going to go into change controls.
All right.
I basically leave everything default except for right here in this jump, aim up section. I turn on prioritize neutral over side. What that does is, remember when we were testing earlier, if you hold a down and a forward at the same time, you get a horizontal input. You want the
Right.
down input more often than not. So that's where another one that I think is more important is to prioritize neutral over side.
Okay.
So that lets you have your diagonals will prioritize the neutral version or the vertical version over the horizontal version. Lastly, I think you have nothing here, but basically it's normally like this, I think, and I just press W over here. So you just click on this, press W, and you're
All
good.
right. All right.
All right, so now you can get out of that screen. You can pick up a weapon. You can hold the weapon toss button, hold W, and now you can throw straight up. Look at that. Look at that.
Well, that makes sense. That's a lot better. See?
Yeah.
I'm sure someone in chat just learned that.
Oh, also make sure he clicks apply. He did. I know because he's actually able to do it. But yeah, make sure you click apply. Of course, we have another 30 minutes in this stream. We'll try to get through as much just to do this. Again, Remix, this is essentially his first time. He had not gone through any of the menus of the game, really. So that's why I know a lot of this is repetitive for some of y'all, especially if you've been playing for a lot. But here we go. All right. Now we can try this unarmed thing. So if you press W and your light attack button, which are you using J as your light attack button?
Yes.
Okay. So now press spacebar and then W and J at the same time. You should get a jumping there. You can press all three at the same time.
Oh,
There you
okay.
go. Okay. So now you're going to do that after you hit the down light. Okay. That, but a little bit faster. I think you're waiting for the kick to finish is what's happening
I'm
here.
thinking about what's happening too.
Yeah, okay.
So
It'll become muscle memory. Already getting it down. All right. Ooh, there you go. Dang. All right. You're faster than Cirrus. Cirrus, don't listen. Next one. All right. Here's another good one. It's going to be downlight recovery. So it's the same general idea. This time you're going to press jump and K instead of jump and J. Okay.
okay.
So do the same.
I do
thing.
the downlight first, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's going to be your knockout tool. So if you were ever playing a game and you're like, oh, I need to finish this guy out. I don't really know what to do. Dang, you're getting this so quick. Then you go down light, jump, recovery, and you're going to get that knockout soon enough. I'll let you do it one more time.
All right.
Okay. Other than that, one last kind of mechanical thing to know about the game is chase dodges. This is going to be a little bit high level. It's going to be something that I don't really fully expect you to utilize right now, honestly. But it'll be something that I'm going to just like prime you with now. And then once we get further on in your development as a player, you'll get the hang of it. All right. So basically, you can straight dodge vertically, right? You can dodge upwards, but you can't on the ground dodge upwards. That is, unless you hit someone. Now you can dodge upwards with a chase dodge. Whoops. I was on chase dodge cooldown. But you can do chase dodges. There's a lot of nuance to it. You can do 2 chase dodges if you start on the ground. So there's certain moves that are going to like pop you up. Hold on, sorry. So I think sword D-light, right? So I can only do 1 chase dodge there. Other than that, you can only chase dodge in the direction that you're hitting your opponent. And so you can do vertical, right? So neutral light, I can do 2 up, right? Or you can do like up and forward, like so you can mix different directions with that. But I can't do like up and then backwards or anything like that. Then I just get some goofy movement. But I think that's all a little high level for you. You're probably not going to need that right now. It's just something to kind of keep in mind and maybe practice. Is getting these, like you hit them with a neutral light and then you do some dodges and some directions. So if you wanted to try right now, walk up, hit him with a neutral light, and then just press forward and your dodge button twice.
Neutral light, and then dodge button and forward at the same time.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta wait for the neutral light to finish. I think I heard you pressing it a little early, so we're gonna put them over there.
I mashed everything on the whole keyboard.
That's okay. There's 1 chase dodge. That was a down light, but hey, you're getting the idea of a chase dodge.
So you're just doing that though, just to get out of the danger zone, right?
There's a lot you can do with that, right? So I don't have a hammer, but you can do like chase dodge to like keep a combo going. That was actually way too tight.
So it actually helps you travel with them as they're flying through the air with their head smashed in, right?
Yeah, so like you'll see a lot of like neutral light and then chase dodge forward twice, right? And then you see I'm like trying to keep that pressure on my opponent. So that's usually how you'll see it. You'll see it in 2s when we do 2s this weekend. For those of you watching Winter Championship, you'll see it like, oh, I'm in a dangerous spot because the other person's going to come hit me. I hit their teammate, and then now I'm just chase dodging away. But yeah, you usually see something like that, like, and then you'll chase dodge through them. That's where you're more likely to see it.
Gotcha.
Okay, chat checking in again. How do you do the quick check-in? Pre-check-in will be tomorrow once it starts. I don't know what time pre-check-in starts, but if you go to your dashboard on smash.gg, then there you go. All right, what am I missing? Oh, fast falling. Okay, here's another thing. You should start practicing this. Fast falling. So if you jump right now, you just kind of float down, right?
Right.
You just press your jump button once. Okay. Now, hold down after you're about at the apex of your jump. There you go. So that's a fast fall. You can notice, like, if we do it at the same time, I'm falling much slower than if I'm fast falling.
Right.
There you go. That's a fast fall.
Yep.
And that's a really good just kind of movement tool. Again, movement's very, very important in this game because you want to be able to control where you are positionally against your opponents. You'll see, like, I'm sure a lot of people have run into someone who's just fast falling right above them, right? They're just jumping over here, and you're like, why can I not hit this guy? It's because the fast falling makes it very difficult to really hone in on their position. Does that make sense?
It does make sense, yes.
Cool. Do you have any questions so far?
So during the dodge, are you pretty much actually invulnerable right while that circular
basically
swoosh is on the screen? Okay, all right.
Yeah, so
frames there.
Yeah. So let me think of how to do it. Okay, so just do a spot dodge. Oopsies. I'm a little slow. Sorry. Try again. I'm really bad at doing it intentionally. But yeah, basically you would be invulnerable during that entire time span. If you want to know like a little bit more detail, your grounded spot dodge is your longest spot dodge. It's also got the shortest cooldown. So you can do this a lot more frequently, right? If I'm just mashing my dodge button, then if I'm in the air and I do a spot dodge, I have to wait a little bit. I can't do it again. You can hear me like mashing it. There you see, I have to mash it for a little bit. So there's a little bit more cooldown if you do it in the air versus on the ground. And then other thing to note is that your directional ones, the ones that have movement, they're very useful for getting you into positions, but they have the shortest iframes, the shortest amount of time that you are invulnerable.
Gotcha.
Okay. So it's just kind of a risk reward, I guess, with that is like, do you want the movement or do you want the invulnerability time? And then do you want to deal with that cooldown? Things like that. All right. We did gravity cancels. I'm just double checking. Is there anything that I'm missing? It's really hard to use H for pickup for you. I mean, practice with what you want. I know people who use light attack to pick up, but I definitely think there's going to be situations like, so Remix, if you'll stand on a weapon here.
Yeah.
So like, if you have light attack to pick up, you can't do this. Simple as that. Like,
Okay. Then yeah, that explains why I've been like, give me the weapon while there's a guy on it.
yeah.
So all right. So this is better. Thank you for my settings tune-up.
Yeah, no worries. Okay. Dash jump, that's a pretty simple concept. This chat is helping me teach you. We're going to go into overtime, so it'll be fine. But basically with the dash jump, so again, dashes, that's you're pressing a horizontal move and your dash button, right? You can also hold down, by the way, now that we have the vertical priority. So if you hold just the down button and press shift, you should dash. There you go.
Okay.
Dashes are nice because you can cancel a dash. So you can cancel it into attacks, right? Some really quick stuff like that. Or cancel it into a jump. And this is really good for like really quickly getting in on your opponent. You see I'm like way over here and I'm already jumping on top of you. Right. Does that make sense?
Yes.
All right, cool. I'm just checking in with you.
Just don't touch me. Don't touch me. It's all of you.
We're fine. We got a minute left. And then also with dash jumps, because you have less of an apex, right? Like, so you for fast falling, you have to be near the apex of your jump, right? With dash jumps, it's a little bit shorter, so you can fast fall sooner. That's just a movement tool. I don't think you're going to be able to get that anytime soon, but maybe if you practice. Last thing, real quick, is slide charging. So heavy buttons, you can charge them up, right? So you can charge up your heavy attacks.
Right.
And you can also use your character's movement with that. So you can move a little bit more forward, or you can dash into it and go a little bit further. And then what's nice about that is if you dash and charge it and go off the stage, you get a slide charge. So I'm sure you've fought someone who's tried to do that to you. And slide charges are nice because it doesn't burn any of that movement to get over here. So you still have all of your jumps, all your recoveries, all your dodges, as opposed to like if I just came down here and I have to use a gravity cancel. Now I have one less thing that I can use to fight. Make sense?
Yes, it makes sense.
Okay.
But I can tell you, I do not remember all this.
No worries. I can tell you it's something that the more, again, this is all like, effectively it's priming. I'm just getting it into your head. And then once we do like, once we keep doing this, you'll start to be like, okay, yeah. I remember that slide charging thing you talked about way back in week 1. Or, oh, I remember. Okay, that's what happens. That's the combo. Okay. All right, let's go back in one more time, and we'll teach you a little bit about stocks and damage. Taunts, we don't need to teach him about taunts, chat.
I know about taunts.
Yeah, he knows about taunts. He does the sound for the taunts.
I do.
Okay, flashes. That's an interesting one.
Those two people taunts, 2-person taunts. Those are sweet. Those are so awesome.
Show us the buddy taunts. Okay. All right, so I've taught you a lot about how to play Brawlhalla, but let's talk a little bit about what kind of the goal is in Brawlhalla and how do you achieve that goal. So 9 times out of 10, the game mode is stock. So right now, of course, we're still in a stock game. You see in the top right corner, we have 99 stocks each. And the goal is essentially be the last person standing, make the opponent's stock count 0. And how do you achieve that, right? So we learned how to attack the opponent, right? So you know all these combos. You can do your downlight nair on the John Cena here if you want to. And that's all building up damage. You can see in the top right, John Cena has a little bit more damage. That's why his health bar, that's that little white bar, is now yellow, right? So he's getting more damage. Other ways to know the damage buildup. So Remix, if you hit John Cena, you'll see him flash a color. Just hit him with anything. See? So he's flashing yellow. That's how you know a relative amount of how much damage has been built up on him. So we're going to do some damage real quick. Now you're seeing he's like more in the red. He gets launched further because he's got more damage built up on him. And you see he's also flashing red with each of these hits, right?
Gotcha.
And of course, the more damage that's built up, the farther he'll be launched with certain moves. So if you just stand on top of him and press your heavy button. There you go. See, he gets launched really, really far because there's a lot of damage built up because his health bar is really, really red. So that's how you achieve that goal, is you want to be building up that damage. Ways to help build up that damage, of course, is you're probably not going to want to just keep doing this to your opponent.
Right.
So that's where you get those combos that we were talking about earlier, right? So you get those downlight nairs if you want to practice that again.
Have I already forgotten it? Let's ask.
That's the question.
Light in the air. I'm pressing like every button again. It's what I do at a match.
Yeah, it's a lot easier when you have something that's not moving, but
Yes.
once you get into it, all of that's gonna go out the window.
Just knowing that I can press them all at the same time is a new thing.
Yeah. So you can stack inputs, which is really nice.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Let's see if you can. All right, you're getting the jump recovery. So you're getting the downlight recovery, which is the knockout one. But we want the damage one, which is downlight, and with the you want to do the light attack afterwards. That's that jumping in air. Do you remember that?
All right.
Whoop.
Whoop.
That's okay. It's okay.
Dominating.
So let's see if we can get the downlight nair real quick. And maybe we'll teach you a couple of combos for Bodvar.
Dang it! I keep doing heavy.
Oh, went for a side
That
air.
it.
No, that was the side air. So
Okay.
You want to do this like pummeling attack when you're rising.
All right. So what am I? So I'm hitting.
So you do
Downlight.
Don't hit John Cena. Just come over here.
All right.
All right, and then just do a downlight, and then do a jump nair. That's this rising pummel. So spacebar and J at the same time. Okay, and you're gonna add those two things together. So you have this down kick.
All
and
right.
You have the jumping pummel.
Okay.
There you go. There you go. You got it. All right. Sweet. You have some unarmed combos. That's going to be really, really useful. Now let's teach you some of the basics of sword. Okay, so you've played every legend, is that right? Like
Yes, I played a little bit of each one, and I was like, who's the starter? Who is good to start with? And
Okay.
I found many of them, and I was like, oh, that legend was great, but I can't decide, who.
Yeah. I was
I
going to
should
ask you
roll.
if you had one or like a weapon that you liked more than others, because I could tell you a starter for most of them. But if you don't have any preference at all, I'm gonna say you could just stick with Bodvar. Bodvar's a good classic, can't go wrong character.
Right.
All right. So, you remember the unarmed, you had the downlight, right?
Yes.
And then you had your jump nair, right? And just refresh. So, you're going to do a similar thing, but this time you're going to do a jump sair. So that's a jump, and then you press D and then J at the same time. See that? So practice that
Did you
right
say-
now with the hammer.
Sair.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's your forward and then jump sair.
All right.
I think you're too quick right now. I think you're doing it during the downlight. There you go.
Okay.
So that, but now do the sair. So you want to press horizontal with the hit.
One. Yeah, I think I'm just.
You'll get it. I believe in you. Can you? So, let me think. Okay, wait. So don't hit John Cena right now. Can you just just press jump and then forward and your light attack button. Can you do this? Yeah, there you go. So that's what you want to do after your down light. That's your stomp, and then you do your side air.
I think I was pressing jump slightly late.
Yeah.
So like that.
Yes, exactly. So now do the stomp right before that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, there you go. So you're gonna do that exact same thing, but you're gonna do it on John Cena now. Okay.
Do it to this man.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. What am I doing?
That's a down air. There you go. There you go.
All right.
You got stomp side air. All right.
Baby steps.
Yeah, you're getting it. I'm just trying to teach you a little bit on each of your weapons so that if you decide to play Bodvar later today, then you can have some tools. Okay. So now throw away your hammer real quick, and then go pick up a different weapon. I think there's one spawned over here. Yeah. All right. So now you have sword. So you can do the exact same thing with sword. Down light, side air. Yeah, but a little bit faster.
All right.
There you go. Ah. Oh my gosh. How am I supposed to teach you? Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Now you remember the unarmed. We're going to go backwards a little bit. You remember the unarmed, you had downlight recovery, right?
Downlight, and then
this one?
air in the air.
Yeah. So you remember that?
Yeah. Okay. Yes. Now I do.
Okay. So you're going to toggle your weapons. So come over here, pick one up, throw it away because it's going to be your hammer, and then pick the other one up.
Remember my pickup button.
Yeah, pick up a new one. All right. So now you're going to do that same unarmed input, but with the sword. So you need downlight recovery.
Mm.
This is the heavy button this time.
Yep.
Yeah. Now you want to move forward with it. Remember how the recovery has some horizontalness you can do? I'm sorry. All right. Keep dragging. This one you don't have to jump for.
Oh, okay. Then
there you go. Now you have a knockout tool with sword, all right? So
I
now
did
you have
not
some more stuff.
that I don't need to jump.
Yeah, it can be tricky. Most of the time you want to do the jump with it, but specifically that recovery you don't need to jump for.
Oops.
Yeah. So what you're going to generally want to do is, like, say this was a real person, you're going to be wanting to build up that damage with these downlight side airs. And then once they're in the red, which you'll know again from hitting them or looking in the top right corner, then you're going to want to do a downlight recovery. Okay. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So you can kind of practice that right now. You can hit John Cena over here with the downlights there.
I'm gonna have to probably have to get a cheat sheet and like practice these moves.
Yeah.
It's the.
I know I threw a lot at you all at once, so I do apologize, but you're slowly picking it up.
Yeah.
Do you think you're ready for a slightly harder one real quick, since we only have a couple more minutes left on this one? All right. So there's another sword one. All right. Get close to your opponent right here. You do downlight dare. So you're going to get closer. Yeah.
Right there.
So same thing as the Sair. It's just you pressing your jump button and then the directional attack at the same time.
Downlight and then in the air down is still a light attack.
Yes.
Correct? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Oops.
It's okay. It's okay. You're doing great. Honestly, you're picking up some of these pretty quick. All right, so you can try it downlight dare.
So hold on. Downlight. And then.
All right. Let's see if this works for you. Hold.
This dare is what I'm like. Am I doing that right?
So hold the S key.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Hold the S key, and then you're gonna do press with your right hand. You're gonna do J key
Right.
for the downlight, and then both
Right.
spacebar and J key at the same time.
Oh,
No, just
okay.
you just hold S the whole time, so you don't even have to worry about anything else.
Yes. Help me. T-Rex wants to be fed. Okay.
So can you try that?
The whole time, right?
Yeah.
Oops, no, I let go.
You good? Yeah. That's the idea. You missed your jump input.
Yeah.
Remember, you can just hold S key for this whole thing.
Uh-huh. You keep saying that, and I keep not doing it.
It's okay. Oh, that's the idea. You're so close.
I got to move towards him, though, right?
You shouldn't. Okay, yeah. Actually, I'm doing diagonal. Yes, you do.
Okay. All
My
right.
bad. There you go. That's the idea. All right, you're really close to it. I'm pretty sure if you went into training mode and practiced this for like 10 minutes, you could get it.
Yep. Give him back.
Whoopsies. All right, he's 2 damage. All right, what time is it? 1:53. We're going to teach you one last thing. I'm going to switch to our screens and go to training mode real quick so I can show you how you can take this and go in and practice it in your own time because we're running short on time here. So you can just watch the screen I sent you for now. Okay. Or you're practicing yourself. Wow. Practice gravity cancels? Y'all, he can't do downlight Sair. Why do you want him to do gravity cancels already? X pivots. This isn't something that is going to be super necessary for him, but if y'all really want to know X pivots, real quick, this is just a thing for chat, not you. But basically, an X pivot is you're moving in one direction and you do an attack, an air attack in another direction, and your character kind of does this back and forth, right? So we'll see if we can X pivot there. There's an X pivot dare, right? So I'm moving right, and then I do a dare to the left, so you get that X pivot. But that's literally not necessary for him, so you don't have to worry about that remix. Okay. So we're in training mode. This is for your own knowledge. You can go in here, turn on your damage, your stun, your hitboxes, and then from here you can practice your combo. And it says, oh, I did 3 hits. That's how I know. My downlight is 2 hits. My dare is 1 hit. That's how I did it a true combo, because 2 + 1, that makes 3. That one was slow. There. You got your 3 hits. That's how you know if you're doing a true combo or not. So if you go into training mode and you're practicing this and you're like, oh, I'm hitting it a little slow, there's a dodge window of 2, then that's how you know, okay, I need to practice. I need to be a little bit faster on my inputs. Other thing that's useful, you can set your bot to certain damages. So you can practice like, I want to practice my D-Light recovery for knockouts. Then I set the bot up to 160. You can set it to damage reset, so every time it respawns, it'll be at that 160. All right, so I can just keep practicing it every time it respawns, keep doing it. And then there's position reset, so that like obviously this bot has slowly been progressing to the right, and you're like, well, that's really frustrating because this thing I want to practice needs more stage. So you move the bot to the middle, and then you put position reset, and now say I launch him to the right, he'll just immediately go back to that middle. Okay. So those are some useful things to practice your combos with. And then lastly, if you're still not sure about your true combo, you can set your bot to dodge in certain ways, right? So now it's set to dodge random, and look, he's still not getting out, which means I'm hitting my downlight Sair true. Neutral is the guarantee. So dodge random is like I'm going for like a dodge read. Sometimes the direction they dodge is just going to keep putting them back in the thing. There's a lot of technical reasons for that. I don't know if you necessarily need all of it, but you can just practice setting the bot to dodge certain directions and practice your combos on it and do stuff like that. Yeah, I don't know. Is there any final questions? Because we're coming up on time.
I do not have any. Chat may have questions.
Chat,
No, you've given me
here.
you've given me a lot of great stuff. Things that I did not know about with the combos. So I was just thinking when I heard combos, now I know those were just strings. So, but true combos, that's I'm gonna work on that.
Stream combos, they're going to be really, really useful.
And are there a bunch of them or just a couple? I know we did what we.
There's a
had
bunch. Okay, so I'm going to show you a bunch for hammer, just for your own knowledge, but they're so hammer's kind of weird in that like where you hit this stomp changes what you follow up with. So at low health, so this is I would say like up to 40, you can't do side air because it's not damaged enough. Like it won't launch them high enough. So you want to do stomp sidelight. That's your early damage hammer combo. And then if you're too close, then you can't do the sidelight as well. So you see that's going to miss.
Right.
So you have to do a reverse dare, which is basically your dare. How do I explain this? Your dare starts underneath you. So if I did a dare, this is like to the right. You see how it comes like underneath Bodvar, like kind of behind him. So that's why you want to do a reverse dare, because that like obviously you want to hit them. So you have to do the reverse dare. It's a little confusing, but
I gotcha. You're hooking him on the way down
Yeah.
by flipping yourself around. Gotcha.
You're flipping your character so you can hook them with the back end. But once you get more damage on them, you can go for like stomp side air, right? And it's going to do a lot of stage control. And then hopefully, if you keep maining Bodvar and you practice a lot, this is where you can bring in that chase dodge that we were talking about earlier. Because that right there requires a chase dodge to do this part. So that's long term, something that will teach you like way down the line. But for now, just keep practicing like hitting different things off of your stomp. Mostly this one is going to be like probably the most useful one. And if you're ever in panic mode, you can do stomp and neutral sig. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
If I'm ever in panic mode,
Yeah.
I'm going to walk around the house doing that here today then.
Just start stomping around your house and practicing that one.
Right.
All right. Chat, I know y'all want more stream time, but we have plenty of other streams. We stream every week, Monday, Tuesday, and Friday. And we're obviously going to have Remix on for more Friday streams so that he can learn more things. But we also do our Monday streams where we have our esports, where we've got our esports director talk about winter championship, things like that. We have our Tuesdays where we show off stuff. Last Tuesday, we showed off the Battle Pass. Yeah, that was super cool. And then, of course, Fridays is where we try to teach some stuff. I know some of this stuff was stuff that y'all already knew, but obviously there's a lot of stuff that not everybody knows. Constantly new people are picking up the game. So we want to make sure that we're giving education to everyone. But we appreciate everyone who hung out, watched, learned some stuff. But that's time. That's our 2 o'clock. Thank you, Remix, for coming, watching, learning. Do you have any other words you want to say to the chat?
Uh,
I put you on the spot. I'm sorry.
It's all right. I'm going to be silent. No.
The best in interview.
Yeah. No, this was awesome. I'm excited to be doing this. So
Yeah.
you can have skills.
Yeah. And then one day I'm gonna put you and Cirrus against each other in a match for an entire stream, and we'll see who ends up the victor. And it's gonna be brutal. Yeah.
That sounds fantastic. I would love to crush him.
You're already ready for the smack talk. I'm glad. All right, chat. We're gonna let y'all go. We're gonna send y'all over to Egg Soup because Egg Soup is playing the Battle Pass Brawl Ball game mode alongside Boomy and Foda. They're confident that they are undefeatable in Brawl Ball. So obviously some of y'all, I want y'all to get together and maybe beat them down if y'all can. But thank you all for watching again. Have a wonderful weekend. Of course, Winter Championship this weekend. If you're competing, make sure you do your pre-check-in. Go to smash.gg/ I don't know, your dashboard, something like that, and you'll see that pre-check-in when that opens up tomorrow. Thank you. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.